But yeah. Just kidding. It's me, Joe Rott, aka Funeral Panzer, aka Oregonian Hunger, aka the Wizard of the Pacific Northwest. Back with a new video, update video. Did an update video last week. It was only up for a little while. Took it down. Didn't really, I don't know, something about it just didn't mesh well with me, so I kind of wanted to redo it. I've got a couple other things since then, so I wanted to just take a little bit more time on the video. Sometimes I do a video and I feel like I need to rush for some reason in my head. Do I have everything sorted for this video? Absolutely not. Why would I? Why would I? But I have a couple CDs, some tapes, and some vinyl. So, I guess we can go ahead and get going here. I think. Let me see. Yeah. I'll just sort the shit as I go. So I figured I'd wear my Kiss shirt because Ace Frehley just passed away today. So there's the Ace man right there. So rest in peace, dude. Kiss was one of those bands that I grew up with. Just good old rock and roll. I don't have anything of them on vinyl, but man, I got a shit ton of stuff on CD. So rest in peace there, Ace. You brought a lot of joy to a lot of people and got a lot of people into heavy music, and just a fantastic guitar player. So appreciate your contribution to everything. Rest in peace, man. And thank you for being part of Kiss and doing what you did. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and start with the CDs here. And this first CD, the band used to be called Dripping Decay out of Portland. And they had some turmoil amongst the band, and one of the band members was super toxic, so they're like, we're done. We don't want to fuck around with this guy anymore. He's a piece of shit. Whatever. So eventually, out of the ashes arose this band here, Ripping Remains. Fantastic artwork there. There's the back. You can grab this EP on a Bandcamp. Necro Destiny. Satanic Royalty Records. The guy who actually heads Satanic Royalty Records is also the bass player in the band. So got that. And then I had to grab the tape as well. Nice blue shell on this one. Right there. And again, you can pick these up on the Ripping Remains Bandcamp. Tape was also put out by Satanic Royalty Records. So yeah, great band, awesome sound, just nasty, gargly, gravelly death metal. It shreds, simple as that. Absolutely shreds. Next CD here. This one here is from HEADSPLIT Records. I missed the tape for the one band when it came out here, Cauterized Torso. So, but here's the CD here. This is Crucifixion and a Cauterized Torso. like each individual albums put on here. These are the albums they are off of. This is the tape that I missed right there. For some fucking reason I missed it. I don't know how shit happens sometimes, but yeah. So nasty stuff. Absolutely fucking nasty. So there's that. Let's see. I think the rest are all... So let's go ahead and get into the tapes here. I will start with the... they're pretty much almost... Yeah. So here's another one from HEADSPLIT Records. Liquid Rot. I don't know. I love the color of this purple tape on this, though. Yeah. Here's the inside. I don't know if you... There's the artwork on that. Liquid Rot. HEADSPLIT Records. Always a worthy label. And Gurgling Gore. Grummo. Beautiful shell on this one. And then we have the J card. The artwork is what caught my eye. I'd never heard of the band until I saw the artwork pop up, and I was like, yeah, that artwork is good. Let's check it out. Gave it a quick listen and was like, yep, this works for me. So I went and picked that up at Gurgling Gore. Again, there's the shell. I know tapes are getting expensive to make, so hopefully tapes don't go away, because I do love me some tapes, or I hope they don't eventually become as expensive as like fucking vinyl. But yeah, I'll get to that a little bit later. Okay, so let's go ahead and start into the tapes. So yeah, here we go. Here's the first tape right here. Just a simple black tape right there. So it's the middle of October here in Oregon, Salem, Oregon to be exact. It's like 64 degrees today. It's insane this time of year. Here is the next tape. Right there. Here is the next cassette. I love the artwork on this one. Nice translucent pink shell. And the last cassette here. Alright, now the last three cassettes. Let's start with this here. I picked these up at Vermignosis Records. We have Iron Mountain. And then we have Eve of the Corpse Moon. So right here, let me take this out. Black shell. Love the artwork on that right there. That would look really good on a shirt. This, and then we got this part. Homeboy just fucking carrying a big old chain. And then Mystic Spear. Yeah, what do we have? Into Perdition's Cloister. Mystic Spear. Right there. the J card. More nice artwork on there. There we go. Kind of like the lighting in this position that I'm in here. It's pretty good. Sorry for this video I look like I'm blind, because I fucking practically am. Okay, last of the tapes here. The new Arbor demo. I like this release here. I like the cracked stained case. I love the old used cassette tapes. This is, of course, Blood and Crescent. So there we go. This is a very good demo, very good album right here. Fucking excellent. Some great riffing stuff on this. Love Arbor a lot. Arbor and Fellwinter for Blood and Crescent from me. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the vinyl now. Now, these I got to kind of look at and organize a bit here. So some of these vinyl old, some of these are new releases, some of these are new to me, some of these might be old to you. But whatever. These are in my collection now. I gotta get my water, so pardon me. This is what I'm drinking right now. Just some good old sparkling water. Okay. So this first band here, I'm a big fan of Mortician. I like the horror movie intros and stuff Mortician uses, and I just like the overall sound of Mortician. This band is very Mortician-y to me. This first album here, it's Mortuary Ghoul, Norman. This is a themed album. This is all Psycho related right here. So all the samples are Psycho related. Fucking love it. I think it's so good. I think this is such a good band. I think it's a one-person band if I'm correct. But absolutely love this here. These records are all in various orders down here. So you're going to get some death metal, you're going to get some black metal, and you're going to get some metal. It's just like a whole nother level there. Next up, we have another Mortuary Ghoul right here, Friends with the Dead. So this is all like samples and such from a movie called Deranged, which is a very, very fun movie. This one here is a nice colored one right there. They do have a new one coming out. I do have it pre-ordered through Iron Fortress. Highly recommend if you just like, nasty, Mortician-y, downed, tuned death metal, then check out Mortuary Ghoul. You're not going to be disappointed by Mortuary Ghoul. So this is a very cool release. It's kind of a spindy release, but this is such a good album. And both of these labels that kind of went together to put this out are just phenomenal, which is Extremely Rotten and HEADSPLIT. But you have Raw Materials of Decay, the album by Hemorrhoid. And this is a picture disc. I don't do a lot of picture discs, but when this popped up on the HEADSPLIT website, I was like, yes, thank you very much. I'd like that. So I picked it up. Fantastic sleeve right here. Has a little slip. And then, of course, you have the picture disc right here. I cannot wait for more material from Hemorrhoid. These guys are fucking phenomenal. Love this artwork on the back of this. Very Junji Ito in appearance, but such a good album. And then we have the secondary insert here. Let me dig this out. So we have this. And of course, the back I already showed. And then we have this, which is inside that comes out. Just some good old tour pictures and stuff. Always like those collages. And we have the back. Very heavy cardstock, if you can't hear the fucking thunder of it. Beautiful right there. And then we also have a nice poster right here. Phenomenal. Phenomenal stuff. Very well done. I love releases like this where you can tell there is just so much effort put into it. It just, man, just makes it worthwhile. You know, if you're going to put something out, take a little time, but fantastic stuff, man. I can't tell you enough how much I like this Hemorrhoid record. Raw Materials of Decay. I don't know if this is still available on HEADSPLIT or Extremely Rotten Productions, but if it is, go check it out, grab it. Next up here, there's a sticker on here for. Get this fucking sticker off of this thing. Pick this up at Hell's Headbangers. We have a Fornicator, which I think I showed in another video, maybe. I don't know. We got Fornicator. This is nasty, nasty shit right here. Nasty, nasty stuff, man. Just, oh, so good though. So fucking good. We have the nice little insert here. Good old nasty stuff. I have this this Fornicator on CD from HEADSPLIT. Got it a long time ago. But when I saw this pop up on Hell's Headbangers, I was like, okay, let's grab it. That's a good one there. Let's go. Alright, let's see. Being as I'm doing death metal at the beginning, let's get the rest of the death metal out of the way here. Why not? Let's see. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's figure this shit out. Alright. Next up, ordered this at Iron Fortress Records. Another extremely rotten release. Love the artwork on this one here. Pustulant Flesh. There's the boys in the band right there. There's the artwork. That artwork is absolutely killer. Love it. And we have the insert. Got the boys again on the back looking tough. Some of the back artwork. Grab this over at Iron Fortress. Probably still has some more in stock. Great dude running Iron Fortress. So grab that. Don't worry, you black metal fanatics. There's black metal coming at the end of the video. I'm setting it aside. Don't worry your black little heart. It'll be there. Okay, so pick this up here from Gurgling Gore. I'd never heard of the band before again, but the artwork caught my eye. So I went and, of course, gave it a little bit of listen. A little bit of a listen right there. Love that artwork on this. What do we say? This is Scythe Row? Not the greatest name, but music more than makes up for it. Got the band right here. the insert. I want to say these guys are out of Finland. So, yeah. Finnish death metal. Yep. Sign me up all day long for Finnish death metal. And I will be there. So let's get out the record. Record is a beautiful bluish color. I don't know what shade of blue, but it's nice. All right. So here's a couple older ones that I just did not have on vinyl. This is a Roadrunner Railgun Music Deicide's second album, Legion. I don't really need to say much about this album. I mean, what am I going to say? It's a brilliant album. Same with this one here. Obituary, Slowly We Rot. This is a 2-color vinyl, and I want to say it's orange and black. And this was put out on Listenable Records. Always loved that band photo. Love me some Obituary, man. Just, fantastic. So, yeah, got that there. Again, what else do I need to say about this album? If you know death metal and you know Obituary, you know the album. Here was one that I saw on, picked this up at Blast Beats Vinyl. So if you can see that little there. They get in a lot of good stuff, a lot of European stuff, a lot of limited presses. A little bit more expensive, but some of the stuff is just well worth it. I want to say this was limited to 100, but this is just classic, thrashy death metal. As Paul Speckman of Master, death metal band Master. He remastered it and whatnot, but Abomination. Love that artwork on that. And when I saw this pop up, I was just like, oh shit. Like, I didn't even know this was being repressed. But, I mean, this is 1990. What is this? This is like 19... And this is put out on HAMMERHEART. We have the logo on the back there. Yeah, HAMMERHEART right there if you can see it. I want to say this is like this hasn't been repressed since like the 90s or something. But here's the insert. But this is just a great album. I mean, shit, like I hadn't thought about it in like forever, and then when I saw this pop up on the Blast Beats site, I was like, oh yeah, like I remember really liking that album. And I don't remember even where I would listen to it back in the day, because I don't ever remember owning it. So it must have been a friend of mine that had had like the original release. Comes on a nice orange splatter vinyl here. But yeah, go over to Blast Beats, check it out, see if they still have a copy, pick it up. Just some good old thrashy death metal, man. Just, I love this album from beginning to end. So I mean, go check it out. Go support Blast Beats. They release a lot of cool stuff, bring over a lot of cool stuff that, you know, you probably have to pay more for elsewhere. So this looks like this is almost some of the last death metal coming up here. I have 3 more after this. And then we'll be on to the black metal, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, this record here I had looked for a few times on vinyl, and I feel like it was really expensive, or I would have had it sooner. But maybe, I don't know. Yeah. But, Beginning of Extinction by Scabbard. This artwork on this is phenomenal. Love that artwork. Here's the back. It is a gatefold. There's the band. This is a, let's see, 1996 Deathvastation Productions 2023 Monster Nation. Right here. Comes with a poster. The cover with the band. Comes with another little insert of the band. And then I believe the record is just a black vinyl. Yeah, record is just black vinyl right there. But nice little bonus stuff that comes with it. I love when they take the time to give, like, you know, posters and inserts and other such things on this. But Scabbard right there. Beginning of Extinction. Check it out if you haven't. It's well worth grabbing. I actually got this copy off of Discogs, and like super cheap on there. And again, I remember looking and thinking, man, this is expensive. And then I was like, it's been a couple months. I went back and looked. I'm like, this seems to be cheaper than I remember. So I don't know. Maybe I was thinking of something else, but either way, yeah, love this album. Glad to have it in the collection. All right, now here's another band I absolutely love. Didn't have any of their stuff on vinyl. Decided to, after they released their newest album, I still didn't pick it up on vinyl. Why not? I don't fucking know. Sometimes releases come out and I just don't grab them right away, and then I end up missing them. And then when I go to look for them, they're fucking like $8 billion fucking dollars. But found a dude who had these three. And he was like, dude, he's like, I have extras. You want to send me like this much money, dude? Just have them. Like, I'm not going to overcharge you. Nothing like that. He's like, you want them? Here you go, dude. Just give me like this much money. Boom. Small amount. You can have them. Pissgrave. Suicide Euphoria. See if this video gets taken down. Show ya. And then next up here, we have Pissgrave, Posthumous Humiliation. Fucking nasty, dude. That's what I feel like sometimes. Damn. And then their newest one, Malignant Worthlessness. Fucking Bridge to Brilliant band, man. Fucking phenomenal. Just, here's the boys on the back. I'll show you one of the backs. There we go. So there we go. Got that. All right. Now we're on to some black metal here, people. More death metal in this one than black metal, but these black metal ones are there's a few bangers right here. There's a few good ones. So my buddy Kenny on Instagram had this, and I was looking for it, and he gave it to me for a fair price. Odious Hiss. Right there. Adherence to the Forbidden Divination. So here we go on the back. Phenomenal stuff. Love the aesthetic, the look of Odious Hiss. This is a Cold Beach right there. So thank you, Kenny. Appreciate you, my friend. The new album from GORE, Come Here at Your Peril. This is a Tour de Garde release. Right here. Been listening to this one a lot lately. Love the sound of this one. Love the last GORE album, but I really, really, really like this one. Here's the insert. Here's the other side. Phenomenal album. Alright, without this plastic shining off of it. then just a black vinyl right there. Just a black vinyl. The little sleeve came tore, so I had to put some tape on it here. Heaven forbid I buy extra sleeves. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Heaven forbid. Alright, here we go. I love this little hype sticker here. Remastered for the first time, now safe for the entire family, featuring favorite online rips. Collide with Terror, Waltz of the Wolves. Love that cover on there. So simple. And then we have the usual backing with the sweet, I don't know the proper name for these. I always call them knuckle knives. I just know they're fun to use. With the usual text on there about certain things going on within the black metal world. And this is one of those bands that you either love or hate. I don't think there's really any middle ground. People either like the sound, they like the style, or they don't. I love it. Absolutely love it. There was a black vinyl option and a nice translucent blue one. I went with the blue. So there's that. And next up here, speaking of the, here's a Fellwinter, as I mentioned earlier. Fellwinter, Dark Medieval Art. Blood and Crescent. There's the backing. Right there. And then we got the record. Nice thick vinyl. Nice, beautifully thick vinyl. And then a rather large, nice. And again, I'd love to have frames for all these posters that are in these vinyls, but again, I'm one of those collectors. I'm like, God, I got to keep the shit with the vinyl. I'll end up losing it. But just a massive poster with this one. Brilliant poster. Huge, gigantic. So, fantastic. So, there we go. Fellwinter. Dark Medieval Art. And then the last one. This is put out on Death Hymns. And this album is just insane. It's insanity. So this is The Gates of Dawn 3. Right there. The music contained on this album pretty much sounds like the artwork that is on the front and back cover and the inside. It's black metal, but man, it's so much more. Every image you see here, everything. This is the music contained within this record. There's so much going on in this that I can't even tell you, like, beyond being absolutely magnificent. Like album of the year, honestly, material put out there on Death Hymns. But man, just you're just gonna have to Google Gates of Dawn, The Gates of Dawn 3, and go look at some people that have reviewed it or talked about it, because whatever I say, I'm not going to do it justice. There's just so much crazy shit going on in this, and it flows together so cohesively, and just like the soundscapes that come out of this, the instruments, the riffs, just This is easily like top 5 of the year for me. I don't usually do lists because like I get so much shit that's so old that I just, I lose track of what come out this year and last year and the year before. So, but it's a good one. There's a reason I saved it for last. So yeah, so this is a pretty long video, but I hope you enjoyed it. I don't get a lot of comments, but please, comment down below. Subscribe, spread the word, spread the disease. Be good to yourself and be good to those that are good to you. Fuck the fake people. You don't need the plastic people in your life. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Here's to the next one. Take care. Cheers.